And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. Hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a day. It is definitely a day. Hey, Happy New Year. It's New Year's are fun and exciting, right? Absolutely. So, we're going to be doing fun and exciting things here. At least that's the theory. And yeah, so let's go ahead and just get into all of the Minecrafty goodness here. That's the wrong button. This is the right button. Here we are. I'm Minecrafting. Ooh, also, check. Hey, Milena, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on Twitch. Yeah, check this out. Got the new cape, the new zombie horse cape. Okay, that was a little bit too close of a look, but it's a thing. It kind of looks cool and stuff, so, I'm digging it. Anyway, yeah, it's fun. I like this one. I was using the copper cape before, which was fine. It was a great cape. I actually like that one a lot. This one goes a little bit better with my clothes. And actually kind of has a little bit more of a camouflage feel, which I kind of like, so we'll go with that. Okay. First things first. Let's sleep. Which, honestly, I think is the answer to many of life's problems. Like, how did I end up on the roof? And I'm sure there are other questions where that would be it. Okay. Why are they yelling at me? And okay, how did they get in there? And why? No, seriously. Why do I have phantoms in my base? This really concerns me because there's a roof there and those guys are just sort of trapped over there. And what the heck, man? That's not right at all. And they're not going to burn. They're just going to sit there. Okay, hang on. I've got a looting sword around here somewhere. I am ridiculously confused, by the way. This makes zero sense. The whole suddenly I have phantoms just hanging out in my base. I wonder if it's because my base is up relatively high, right? It's I don't know, where am I at? Y195? I wonder if they're spawning low enough that they just are ending up here in the base. Hi. Could you oops, whatever that, okay. Hi. Okay, so that was really weird, but hey, I've got phantom membranes now, so that's something. But and what was crazy is I had some that spawned up there and then burned. But there's glass over that, so they should not have burned in the first place. Also, my free cam button is not functioning. That's weird. Huh. That is bizarre. All right, hang on. I need to... Okay, Zoom is working. This Tweakaroo is just being silly. I'd hate to have to restart Minecraft. I mean, I can. It's not that big a deal, but... All right, hang on. I'm just going to give Minecraft a quick restart because things are not quite working. This happened to me earlier today, too. Because I was playing, and it was fun. But then something weird happened, so... Yeah. So I don't know. Something just crazy. But how did those... I wish I had flashback running. because I absolutely did not. Um, that would have made things a little bit more reasonable or something. I don't know. All right. Hopefully now we'll get back in the game and... No, that's just not... That's just really weird. Okay. It's not that important, but it is weird. All right. Hey, I'm going to go raid an ancient city today because that seems like a fun thing to do. And, oh yeah, it's going to be a blast. So, and I mean that literally, okay? So, step one, we're going to fall down here. Okay, because I know where the city is, and I actually cleared out the path to get there. All right, now I'm going to turn on the gamma override. Huh. That's weird. Okay. Why? What is going on with Tweakaroo? All right, hang on. I'm going to do like one more restart here because this was just weird. Because I was just playing and everything was working fine, and I logged off because I went to get dinner. Because dinner, turns out, was a thing to get. All right, no, this is fine. This is not a sign of how things are going to go for the rest of the stream. It's not. Everything's going to be perfectly fine and normal and not at all problematic. Right? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, hey, there we go. It's weird. Anyway, so I've got the gamma override on, so it's easier for everybody to see. Now, here's the deal. Right down this way is the entrance to the ancient city. There's one minor problem with this entrance to the ancient city. And the problem is that there's a shrieker right there. There's a bunch of those things. And that's not wonderful. So I figure let's start this off with a bang. I'm just gonna drop a... Oh, hey, I didn't know. Sorry, thank you. This is what I get for changing scenes. So yeah, right down there's a shrieker. And that's gonna be in the way. So, oh, I should also... darn it. All right. All right, well, we'll let Flashback do its thing for a minute. And then we're just going to set that off. Okay. Now, hopefully, it did not get the shrieker. Awesome. Blew up a bunch of other stuff, though, so that's cool. So let's see if... Okay, good. I've set myself on fire, so that's awesome. Okay, there. Okay. I wonder if that will take care of it. No. Well, that's really unfortunate. I wonder if... Let's see. I wonder if I can reach... I can't reach. This is the silliest thing ever. Okay. And did it... Well, I'm blowing up a lot of deep slate. So that's awesome. Oh, I should change pickaxes. I wonder if I can get down there. Maybe I can just get down there quietly enough and not worry about it. But I've set off bad things here enough that it would probably be bad. Okay, and okay. Well, that's good. We now have ourselves a relatively safe corner of the world. Relatively. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. Actually, you know what? I could, well, you know, if I do this right, there, we'll just dig ourselves a little path here. All right, now, the trick with our little path is I need to be sure that it is not tall enough for a happy little critter to come walking in on me. So, hopefully, let's see. I'm going to need some space. Here, let's do this right here. There we go. All right, so now the wardens can't come in more than, or they're like 3 blocks tall, so they won't be able to walk past that. So if I fly back here, we should be fine, right? Absolutely. Okay, now, assuming one stands there, they can, you know, blast me in the face, and that's not nearly as much fun as it sounds. I don't know about you, but face blasting is not high on my list of things to do today. So, let's back up this way. And we'll just come back here and let's set up a nice little place to hang out, you know, chill. Okay, that's a little close, but okay, it'll be fine. Everything will be awesome. Step 1, ender chest. Okay, I should actually get another ender chest out, so we'll just grab a couple of those. I need to make more ender chests. That's fine. We'll deal with that. All right. Next thing. Welcome to the crafting table. Also, I was at least mildly thinking ahead. And I brought wool with me. So, you know, it should be fine. All right, so let's meander out here, and hopefully we can get through this without too many issues. So that's not going to go there. Okay, I just want to have a nice little thing that's easy to spot. All right. Well, here we are in the city. Good news is we're in the city. The bad news is there's lots of stuff around, so... Oh, you know what? I am not going to need my sword. You know, it's one of those things. I'm not going to be fighting wardens. I'm not going to be fighting anything. There is nothing to fight. I also... Hang on. I'm going to... Let's put together a couple of shulker boxes. This is part of that whole planning ahead thing that I so rarely do, but I'm doing today. All right, so gonna be good, or I think we're gonna be fine. So let's go ahead and bring these with me. Oops, I opened it. Turns out there are shulker boxes inside. All right. You know what? I'm going to stick this in my ender chest. If I need it and I'm out here in a relatively safe place, I can get to it. If I die, it's right there handy. We should be good. All right. So let's see now. What would be a good place to start? I think over there. Good news is we've got a fairly nice, quiet patch of goodness going on here. That guy's a problem, and that guy's a problem. All right, I might be able to deal with this shrieker up here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll clear out a few of those. All right, now, unfortunately, shriekers can be anywhere, including underground, which is really annoying when it comes down to it. That's what I wanted to avoid. Okay. Forgot to crouch. Now, I am probably, I'm probably about 3 in, which is not ideal, so cool. I'd like to get up into this structure here. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Where is that? Oh, yeah. Hi. Goodbye. We'll, not be over there. Awesome. Sweet. Well, yes, we are definitely at the warden spawning level. That's great to know. All right. So, that warden's going to hang around for a while. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, fortunately, I think this is mostly a safe area over here. So I'm not too worried about things going off, but it is kind of nice to clear some of these out just to be sure. Okay, warden is now gone. All right, so we've got a shrieker there and up there. Looks like I'm in a huge palace. That's not wrong. So this is an ancient city. They generate low to the deep underground, and there's all sorts of fun stuff in them. But they're really cool in a couple of ways. One of which is that nothing spawns down here, right? These are mob safe. The one drawback is that those things, if they hear you coming, will yell at you. Oh, that is just a special breed of nope happening over there. I wonder. Okay. So much for wondering. Okay, I don't know where that warden spawned, but I was just wondering if maybe I could solve that area over there with one happy little piece of TNT. Unfortunately, here, let's see if I can get up. Oh, yeah. He's sniffing around. Oh, cool. We're going to get 2 of them. That's awesome. Ow. Problem is, these guys like to make it dark. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to go away too. Cool. Well, I've now spawned like 5 of those things. And there's probably number 6 and 7 and 8. There is a cooldown, fortunately. Ooh, this is unfortunately is an area where mobs could spawn. I don't know if you can read it up in the corner. Like, see, there's a creeper. I've got the biome listed. This is a wooded badlands. So actual mobs could spawn up here. That's not ideal. All right. Now, I've also flown around enough that I'm kind of confused about where I'm at. So we're just going to take a quick look. He's a bat. Awesome. Well, I think I'm far enough away that the wardens can't smell me. If you're within like 16 blocks, yeah, they can just sniff at you and then blast you. And that's not as much fun as it sounds. Okay. All right, hang on. Where is my... That's not it. Where did I come in? All right, the problem with flying around blind and crazy is you don't know where you were at or where you were going or anything like that. It's like being in the musical Paint Your Wagon. Yeah. Where am I going? I don't know. Oh, iron. Yeah. Where are they? Oh, he's just hanging out down there. That's cool. I think I'm far enough away he can't get at me. Unless he climbs up more, in which case maybe he can get me. That would be bad. So where's my... See if I can figure out where the heck I came in to this story. Hello? I am lost. Where? Oh, there it is. It's over that side. So, east. That way. Okay. No, we're not going to do any of that. Oh, see, there's a shrieker right there. The good news is shriekers won't go off on their own. They have to have something to set them off. Okay, so I'm just gonna hop down here. Get rid of that. Okay. Oh, good. It got his attention. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think I dropped an item down there, and now it's just keeping him entertained. Cool. So where was that area where there were about 18 zillion shriekers? Because I think I want to blow it up. I should have brought more TNT for all of the explodey fun, but... let's see. So there are those shriekers right there. There was an area. Now, the cool thing is walking on wool blocks your footsteps. Okay, which is great. And when your footsteps are muffled, and also when you're crouching, things can't hear you. Like all of those things. I'm definitely in the wrong spot. I think my little entrance area is over there. But yeah, see, we've got areas like this where there's a zillion shriekers. We're going to try this strategy. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay. Now, let's see. I think if I just put this right here. Well, that was the wrong block to place. Okay, we're gonna get out of here and come back for that later. Cool. I just put down my shulker box full of wool. Yeah. He's excited about it. Okay. Well, in that case, let's see if I can... Yeah, that was maybe not the most exciting I could have been. Yeah, cheese monkeys indeed. All right, let me see if I can slip over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... See, wool, again, doesn't make sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, set that off, and run like the wind. Okay, now, those guys don't care. They don't care about all of the exploding that just happened, but let's free cam up. Did I get all the stuff? Most of the shriekers are gone, so that's great. I mean, he's just gonna hang out there, but that's just gonna be a messy place to be. Okay. Let's see. It's the problem when you get close to the wardens. They spew their darkness all over. Oh, I think he's going away. Or he's not going away, and that's not ideal. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. You know what? We're just gonna go fast. We're not gonna go fast. We're gonna flee fast. We're gonna flee really, really fast. Because fleeing is obviously the best option in this situation. There is nothing here that says, I am awesome, like running away really, really fast. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. I mean, isn't he cute? He's sitting there, it's like, oh yes, I am the cutest guy ever. Yeah, getting my shulker box back is going to be a special breed of fun. Well, that was dumb. Okay. Well, drat. Okay, so let's see. I can hop over here. Again, when you're on wool, your footsteps don't matter. The wardens can still smell you, but your footsteps don't matter. Okay. Yes, there's a shrieker right there. There's my shulker box. All right. This is really stupid. Just in case you were wondering, is this a smart thing to be doing? No. Okay, this is a little cheaty, but that's okay. All right, so my shulker box is over here somewhere. Or, well, and by that I mean over here somewhere. Awesome. Okay, let's get the shulker box. All right, and we be jamming. Right? Yeah, because, you know, he's cool. Well, this was... Ow. I think I just set off another one. Yeah. So, about that running away strategy I have going on here. This definitely seems to be the way to do it. Just smash into things and then run away. Yeah, works for me. Unfortunately, I can't see the golems, which is why I'm free camming, or the golems, the wardens. All right, yeah. Yeah, that guy's just going to hang out there for a minute. Oh, he's really interested in something. Oh, there's an XP orb on the... Okay. Cool. Well, that seems fun. Oh, this guy's... Oh, good. He's going away. Sweet. All right. Yeah, see, if they lose interest after a few minutes, they just wander off. Not unlike, you know, teenagers at a party. So we'll just meander up this way. Okay. Now, what I'm really hoping for is a lack of shriekers. Okay. I think we're okay. We'll clean out those, because those will alert the wardens too. All right, I think we're okay. Sweet. Anything interesting? Music disc fragments. Wow, this kind of sucks. All right. Next one. What do you got? Oh. Hang on. See what I mean about things being hidden? Yeah. All right. Swift Sneak 1. Well, we'll take it, but it's not great. Echo Shards are also not fabulous. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll throw those in the box and keep going. Ooh, another one went away. Sweet. Okay. So those are taken care of. All right. All right, we're doing things. All right, so let's meander over this way and see what we could find. Oh, hi. Yeah, see if I can. I don't mind the sensors so much. Said it's the sensors don't really mean anything if there isn't a shrieker nearby, so we can clear them out. Oh, hang on. Oh, there you are. Okay, so we're doing okay, right? Yeah, they're all gone. Again, not overly concerned with the sensors, but this area is going to be a little bit messy. Okay. Okay, and there we're going to have to deal with lots of them. So I think this is going to be a smash and grab. Take out the shriekers and then run like heck when the warden shows up. All right. And we're off. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Yeah? Yeah. We are definitely squeezing the lemons here, and it's wonderful. Ooh, it's spicy down there. Okay, so now we find a different part of the city where we don't have to worry about the residents. Okay. Oh, let's see if I can get this shrieker out of the way. Okay. Now this area stinks. Right, because there are 18 trillion shriekers here. Oh yes. Yes, so many. Okay, cool. Where did I put my wool? All right. So let's take a look at this for a minute. We've got a bunch there, that over there. There's a chest on the other side of the wall there. Cool. This one just sucks. All right, that's... Got it. Okay. All right, so hey, we're making all the progress and stuff. So now all of those guys are going to be a pain. So what we're going to do is we are going to make like White Riot and feel the noise. See if I can get up this ladder. All right. There's a white snake. I don't know. I can't remember who's saying, come on, feel the noise. The 80s were a long time ago, you know? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to place that there. All right, have fun. And kablooey. All right, well, that's just awesome. We'll just, ow, smash my face and land up here. Okay, so the good news is we blew up lots of stuff. Bad news is we blew up lots of stuff. So, how's my inventory? Inventory is fine. All right, we're just going to do a quick flyby. Pick up the stuff and get out of here. Woo! I'm a brave president. Okay. Anything cool? Ooh, Swift Sneak 3 book. Absolutely, that was cool. All right. Sweet. Gotta love it. All right. I don't care about the bottles of enchanting. Other side's a reasonable disc, though, so we got that going for us. Ah, cool. Yeah, this is the only place you can get Swift Sneak books. And Swift Sneak 3 is the highest level that you can get, so. Alright, well. Honestly, I kind of like this idea. I should have brought more TNT. I mean, I can always go get more. Oh. Alright. You need to go away. You are just loud, obnoxious, and so is your friend. Woohoo. Okay, I'm about to crash. Yes. Saved it. Saved it. Oh. All right. Now, I have a machine back at my main city that theoretically I could turn on and it silences shriekers. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. But the timeout that you're supposed to get just isn't there anymore. And that's annoying. I mean, it's at least it's not honoring the timeout the way I think it should, so. I should have. I knew I should have. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I think I landed on a roof just as he despawned. So that's awesome. Ooh. Well. Yeah, we'll break the network here. It's like killing their Wi-Fi, one repeater at a time. Okay. Cool. Well, we're I think this is called progress. Maybe. Okay. Oh, jeez, look at that stupid shrieker. Um. Okay, I think if I were to slip down this way. Woo. Okay. Well, that is a box full of annoying and nothing. Okay. I really should get my non-silk touch shovel, my fortune hoe. Because I don't need to collect all this stuff. I have more than my share of skulk and sensors and stuff. Because I have a farm for that. It's the story of my Minecraft life. Oh, I have a farm for that. All right, so I want to open this chest, but let's take a look and see what's around here. Are we? Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. I'm taking the coal just in case I want to actually light some torches and stuff, but for the most part, I don't really need it, but it's about the only way to get coal down here, so. All right. I was sort of half-hearted, wasn't it? All right. All right. Progress is being made. Okay, there is a box in there. Cool. All right, so how am I going to get up there? Okay, I know there's a shrieker in there. Okay. But over this way, at least I can clear those out. All right, so let's hop up this way. That's a shulker box. Okay. All right, we're just gonna tippy toe over here, and we're safe. Awesome. Again, the sensors don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing, or in this case, that shrieker. So, you know, we're all good. Look at all the... Okay, those are the worst possible pants ever. Okay, those aren't too bad, but... A cat music disc. All right. I guess we'll grab those. All right. Do I need those pants? No. I have villagers. I've got all the villagers and all the fun stuff. Okay. Look, there's another chest over there. I'm trying to be somewhat systematic about how I'm doing this so that I can actually get all the things and stuff. Okay, so... Ooh, Shrieker. Also, creepers and stuff, so that's awesome. Now, what's fun is that hostile mobs like zombies and skeletons and stuff cannot set off shriekers and things. So we're okay there. I was going to say there's a lot of not noise-making stuff over here. Okay. And what do we have? Books. Another cat disc. Don't care about that. Again, I'm taking the coal just because in theory I could be lighting torches and stuff and, you know, doing stuff like that. That would be, you know, the smart thing to do. But okay. So far, so good. We're not dead yet, so this has been going well. Maybe we can spend the stream and not fire up the death counter. That would be wonderful. Okay. This is a very sensor-free zone. I'm kind of surprised. When it does happen, sometimes the city get out towards the fringes and there's just nothing there, but okay. Yeah, just oh yeah, see now we're getting out into wooded badlands out this way. But yeah, deep darks are otherwise safe from mobs. You just have to be careful about what you're doing with things. Okay, ice is wonderful. Cool. So I believe, yeah, this little ice house is is interesting. Okay, so we've got some fun stuff going on here. So let's grab an axe. Nothing says fun like no blocks. All right. Okay. All right, so let's see what's... I want to drop down here. Well, we have done it. We have found the refrigerator. And it has baked potatoes. I mean, that's a good thing to have in a refrigerator. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, this is... Yeah, this is going to be a nope. Okay, moving on. Yep, we were going to make some potatoes and stuff tonight and then didn't have enough potatoes. So that was annoying. But we had tater tots, which are almost like having healthy potatoes. Ow. Okay, I think I can get to this shrieker. Yeah. All right, we're good. Anything interesting here? Looting 3, not so much. I mean, yeah, nothing too crazy. I mean, I'll take the books, I guess. Glowberries. Do I need glowberries? No, I don't need glowberries. Am I getting them anyway? Yes. Yes, I am. Do I have a good reason for it? No. Reason has left the stream, and we are now stuck with whatever this is. But okay, I think what it is terror. So we'll just take advantage of the terror and flee. And watch that squid plummet to its death. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, we're fine so far. Okay. I'm lost. I should have been leaving wool as breadcrumbs, but, you know, that would require, you know, planning and stuff. Okay, I want to see if I can hop my way over here. Hit this wool. Yeah. All right, and we are out of here. Woohoo! This is actually a really cool cave. I can't see it, but it is really cool. And hi. Well, that was fun and exciting. I'd like to not see him again. Awesome. I believe this is... Is this where my entrance is? Yes. Okay. Cool. All right, we're doing okay. I actually should find one shrieker and just block it off and leave it. Just in case I want to make a warden farm. There isn't a lot of reason to make a warden farm. They drop those, the skull catalysts, but there are plenty of them in a city that there's really no reason to farm wardens to get them. But you never know. I may decide I want wardens for something fun. I don't know what that fun thing would be. but it's a thing. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can block this guy off. All right, and there we go. Okay. Said wool stops sound, so we'll keep that. Now, you can get shriekers and stuff, but only the naturally spawned shriekers will spawn wardens. Which is probably a good thing. Because there's actually some really cool things you can do with shriekers. Alright. Like you can use them for a form of wireless redstone, which is awesome. Oh, that was cool. All right. And we've got a warden on our back, so we shall vacate the premises. And we're back to our refrigerator. No, this is a new refrigerator. Awesome. Okay, well then, I think there's a warden in the fridge. It happens. You know, they get hungry, they want a snack, you know. You know how it goes. Okay. Well. Jeez, monkeys. Oh, we're about to fly into a whole heap of trouble. Yeah. Okay, in case you're wondering, can I see? No. No, I cannot. Oh, that's a dead end. That's a dead end, and that's a shrieker. And okay, cool. Well, we're just gonna fly through here and make hopefully less noise than we need to. Okay, are we safe? Are we safe? I think we're safe. Ow. Okay, well, we're safe for the moment, you know. Yeah. We're on the opposite side of the city, so we're probably fine. Okay, so this is the one I was in, right? Just free cam up real quick. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look over here. Now, I have been wondering, I don't know if you have been wondering, but I've been wondering, why am I doing this? And the short answer is, wow. Okay, well, great. I don't know. To answer that question in as few words as possible, I do not have a clue. And it seemed like the thing to do. No, I wanted to clear this out in case there was maybe something I wanted to use it for. But also I wanted to get some Swift Sneak books. I think I have a silence armor trim. I think Snoopers might have left me one. That's the other reason to come to a city like this. It's for the silence armor trim. So, you know, that's cool. But, you know, honestly, I just needed a little bit of break from building. So, this seems like a fun thing to do to take a break. Also, we are, you know, doing stuff. Okay, lots of candles. I think we'll pop those out. Not that it's going to matter. Some of these have secret rooms under them that teach basic redstone or something. But, like, is this? Yeah, see, there it is. Yeah, there's some things, right? You can get some sticky pistons in here. You can get all sorts of redstone bits. Honestly, I need these redstone bits. Yeah, but see, these teach about, you know, signal strength and all sorts of good stuff. But honestly, I just want to grab those comparators. Because, you know, comparators are cool and stuff. Let's go ahead and take the... Oops, not... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Redstone lamps, you don't have to use silk touch on. Okay. And, of course, levers, which are always important. Okay. All right. Well, let's... Jeez. Okay. Bunch of random stuff in the way. Okay. Let's grab my redstone box here. Again, it's nice to have some easy redstone, right? Okay. Again, it's not like I need to get redstone from these places. On the other hand, if you're playing in peaceful mode, this is one of the few ways you can get sticky pistons. There are other ways, but they are a little bit painful. Okay, this is teaching about glass not sending signal. This is something. Okay. Cool. Again, we'll steal the sticky pistons. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's crazy. So, if you're playing in peaceful, you can get sticky pistons, obviously, as I just said, from these types of rooms. Anything else that needs to go in that box? No. The other ways you can get them is, well, basically you have to get slime, right? Well, slime is tough to get initially. Okay. Once you have some, then you can do things like brew up oozing potions and then set up a little slime farm that way. Maybe. I don't know if, oh, excuse me. I actually don't know if, what's the infestation potion works in peaceful. It might not. Sorry, I'm choking on my spit over here. If it does, then you're golden. If it doesn't, well, then you're still out of luck. But okay, so let's find ourselves a nice spot where we've been, or a spot where we have not been, and let's open this chest. Jeez, there's all sorts of... I mean, if there was anything here that was going to kill me, right, set off their alarm or something, it would have done so. But there it is. Silence trim. Like I said, I think I've got one, thanks to, you know, awesome people on the server, but still. It's nice to get one on my own, though. Oh, I forgot to put the sticky pistons away. That's all right. Okay, anything else I need there? No, not really. You know what? I'll take the chest, though. All right. Cool. So let's see, we've got a shrieker over there. I don't know if there's a chest over there, though. Oh, right. This area is going to stink. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think can block that off. Again, without a sensor, it's not going to matter, but okay. This one over here, though. Yeah, that's all going to be a problem. All right. Echo shards. This is, again, the only place you can get echo shards, too. Not that it matters much, but still. Okay. All right, we'll save that one, too. Okay. We're making some progress here, getting this place looted. Sweet. All right. So let's see what's over here. I don't know if there's going to be a chest in there or not, but... okay, goody. All right. And we be jamming. Eventually. Rockets. Rockets are good. Big fan of rockets. Okay. And, right. Well, it's, fine. Everything's fine. We're not dead, which is great. All right. So we're still... Oh, see, this is a wooded Badlands. This is why we're not seeing any things here. But this is an area. See all this red? Yeah, that's bad. That means bad things can spawn there. Suppose I could have put down torches and done something about it, but those are bad pants. I don't need those books, though. Protection 4 iron. No. Nobody cares. All right. I don't care about the candle either, but oh, right. The music discs. It's nice getting some music discs that are actually, good and stuff. Instead of listening to Cat for the 87th time. That was not even good. Okay. All right. Whoa. Cheese monkeys. Oh yeah, we're okay. We're not dead yet. Close, but not quite. Where am I? This isn't a good place to be. Oh, this is really not a good place to be. Let's see if I can silence this alarm. There we go. All right. Now, as I recall, I saw a chest up here. Did I see a chest up here? Oh, yeah. Okay. We're good. It's fine. Everything's great. Okay. Cheese monkeys. Yeah. No, we're good. Everything's great. We'll just yeah, hop up here and oh good, he's going home. Awesome. Oh, we got books. Mending. Great. I mean, mending's not bad. I mean, let's be real. Mending is actually pretty nice. Again, if you're trying to find things without, like, get mending without having to cycle villagers and all that stuff, Yeah, this is definitely a way to that it can be done. Okay. Candles. All right. And we'll mark that off. Sweet. Okay, so I think... Ooh. Okay, I don't think I've been up there in the tower yet, so we'll think about that. In the meantime... Wow. None of that's good. Okay, name tags would be interesting if I didn't already have a ready source of name tags. Okay. You know, but oops, I would kind of like those. Thanks. My luck is never great, but sometimes I would like to get slightly better loot. I did get Swift Sneak, and I did get the other, or the smithing template. So okay, yeah, nothing good there. All right. Sweet. Now, there are a couple of places that I've passed that had skulls in them. It would be kind of nice to get the skulls. Yeah, like right here. Now, I am playing with the mob heads data pack, so player heads are actually really easy to get here. But skeleton skulls are tougher. All right, now as I think, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. There is a shrieker somewhere nearby there. I don't know where, but somewhere. All right, back to the other side of the city. Ooh. Okay. Again, this place seems to be without shrieker, but I may have already gotten it too, so that's cool. Okay, grab our skeleton skull. Whew. Yeah, all sorts of nothing cool going on here. I don't need the bones. All right. Well, mark it and move on to the next one. Blast protection 2. Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. That's absolutely everything I've always wanted. I'm hearing a warden. I don't like hearing a warden. That usually means there's a warden around. And that's not great. Well, we'll just meander our way over here and okay. Get those tattletales out of the way. Yeah, because if there's a warden nearby, these things they'll tell the shriekers, but they'll also tell the wardens. So I'd like to not have them tell on me. That is what we call bad. All right. All right, it's gone. All right. Well then, we're doing great here, gang. Doing great. Actually, we're not doing bad at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably should be honest with you, otherwise that would be lying, and that's just not cool, right? All right. So we've got a shrieker here and a shrieker up there. See if I pop this. Awesome. Less awesome. Okay. And I'm going to have to find a spot where I can settle down. This seems like a good place. Maybe. Okay. I'm not seeing any wardens around, so that's awesome. I mean, okay. Maybe there's one over there, but it's not over here, and that's the important thing. All right. Let's get some more rockets. I'm running low on rockets in my box. That is not ideal. Okay. Silk touch pickaxe. Great. All right. Well, so far so good. All right. Well, I think sounds like Warren just went to bed. Wonderful. I love that for them. All right. Well, let's take a look around, see what else is going on. I don't know if I've been inside this one or not. Okay, yes, I've been inside this one. All right, so let's just meander over this way. Obviously, I've been up there. And cool. Okay, yeah, we're good, right? Well, grab some golden carrots. I mean, some packed ice is nice. But all in all, not fabulous. Okay. All right, well, we'll put the books away, and I don't care about the potions of regen. Here, I'll just drink it. Because why not? Okay. I also don't need the bottles of enchanting, but, you know. Okay. Alright, we're done with this. There's a ladder out of here somewhere. There we go. Alright. Hey, chair. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you're having a good one so far. Okay. All right, so good. That's good. I've already checked out that chest. There's no chest up there. All right, but we'll slide over here. I don't know if I've checked this area out. Oh, yeah, totally have. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Right, and then there was this happy little guy. Which, I think... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright. We're out of here. Sure. I'll be over here. Just minding my own business. I know. I get upset. Ah, there's the shrieker. I get upset when people raid my fridge too. I get it. Oh. All right. Well, too late. Already set it off. Well, there's the warden. We be jamming. Woohoo! No, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. You know, I was trying to do this in a sort of systematic way. Yeah, that's out the window. Because there is no system to running in terror. Okay? Yeah. Nobody sits down and says, okay, we're about to run in terror. Let's build up a spreadsheet and an action plan and be sure we know what we're going to be doing. No, that's not how that happens. I totally could not see Scooby-Doo sitting down with Velma and saying, reading a spreadsheet. No, that's not how it's going to happen, especially because for some reason Scooby-Doo sounded like Yoda. And yeah, that's just, no. Though I don't think Velma would be opposed to doing a spreadsheet for fear and terror. I think she'd be kind of into it, if I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. All right, so we are doing mostly okay over here. Actually, it's not part of the cave. I just want to, or part of the city. But check this out. Okay, I mean, there's a zombie there. That's awesome. Lots of unhappy critters over here, but okay. Yeah, cuz all right. Awesome. Ooh. It's spicy over here. Okay. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of goodness happening here. Okay, so we have ourselves about 18,000 happy little shriekers here. All right. Well, let's see if we can do something about this. I don't know if this is going to work out well, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, and we are out of here. Oh, look. I'm going to land next to the shrieker. Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, now I don't know where I was to see if that actually blew up things. Oh, must have been over there. Well, there's a lot of diamond over there. That's great. Boy, that area kind of sucks. No, in all honesty, the TNT is not a horrible approach. Oh, look, a chest. As long as you have wings and to pull it off. It's not horrible. Oh, okay, that's not a bad hoe. As hoes go, that one is as pretty okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Where's my other box? All right, anything else? I suppose since I've got a bunch of this stuff, I might as well save it, I guess. I don't know why, but, you know. Okay, anything else in here that I need? Not really. All right. Okay, so there's a chest over there. There's one over there. That one's going to be a pain. All right. Where is that warden? I hear him sniffing. He's definitely sniffing around there somewhere. You know, I don't have one, but a lance or a spear would be kind of cool. Because if you light a TNT, you can lunge at a spear, or lunge with a spear at a TNT and knock it some distance. So it's like a very low-powered but portable TNT cannon. that could be really handy in places like this, where it's like, oh, we will just TNT right at that happy little shrieker. It does look really cool, though. But we could launch TNT at that shrieker and, you know, blow it up from afar. An interesting technique. I don't have a spear because we're not upgraded to that level yet, but that area is gonna suck. Okay. Okay, are you gone yet? Is that Warden? Man, they don't burn in lava either, so it's not like I can hit them with knockback into the lava and not have to worry about them again. All right, so this area is done. I think he probably has another couple of minutes on his cooldown, though. I would like to get those diamonds. So he's just really excited about the lava over there, I guess. All right, well, let's move on to a different section of the city. This area looks promising. Okay, let's see if I can get this shrieker out of here. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, it's nice. Without the shrieker, those guys are just annoying. I mean, as long as there isn't a warden around. Then they're just tattletales. Okay. Hi. Uh-huh, of course. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's fine. Honestly, ancient cities aren't too bad if you have wings. Because it's easy enough to then just fly away from problems and... Yeah, no, seriously, running away from your problems is definitely one solution. Sometimes it even works. Most of the time, not so much. But here in an ancient city, yeah, running away from your problems is actually probably the best option, because otherwise your problems will then shout at you and probably kill you. And I know it's sort of like having an annoying boss, but you know, we're just trying to avoid that sort of job review. Maybe that's what we're doing. Yeah, totally. Okay. Could you imagine having a warden as a boss, though? You know, just sort of shambling around the office, sniffing at you, yelling at you if you're too close, you know. Yeah, probably not the best boss ever. Jeez. These are also not the best loot chests ever, man. I don't know if there's something that says certain chests or areas will have better loot than others, but yeah, a lot of these chests have been kind of bad. Okay. Ow. Okay, I've already been in this one. Cool. All right, Hey, Mars Antonio, welcome. Crafting the mine. Not at the moment. The moment I am trying to not get killed by wardens while I raid a city. But yeah, otherwise, doing okay. Hopefully you've been having fabulous days. All right. Righto. Let's... Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a mess? Actually, this one might not be too bad. Day's been 50-50. So, hey, 50% great is great. I'm going to steal this skeleton skull. All right, what do we got? Fire protection 1. Wow, this sucks. 50 can't remember, 50% bad. Okay, I guess that's fair. Okay, those are good pants, I suppose. Not that I need them, but you know, it's a start. I don't really need channeling either, but you know, here we are. Also, I don't know when I started picking up amethyst shards, but apparently that's a thing I've been doing. All right. So, let's see now. One of these boxes has skulls in it. That one. Okay. Hey, Bergie, how's it going over there on Beam? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right, this one. And diamonds. Yes, I will, in fact, pick up the diamonds. Okay. Not that I need a huge amount of diamonds, but, you know, they're not totally useless. Ooh, that's actually a good pair of pants. Yes. Yes, Happy New Year to you, Bergie. Okay, so that goes in there and in there. All right. Well. I will, in fact, take all of the diamonds. I didn't put ice in one of those others, did I? No. Okay. All right. Well, progress is going swimmingly. All right. Now, I don't know where I lost that other warden, but it was sort of on the outskirts. You know, this area is starting to bug me. There is definitely a shrieker inside that building. And that's annoying as all heck. How many dried gas are too many for a 5-minute adventure in the Nether? Ah, darn it. That is a very good... Hi. I don't know. I don't typically go hunting dried gas in the Nether. But usually, if you've got wings, it's not hard to find a half dozen of them easy. Assuming you're somewhere close to a Soul Sand Valley. Was it this? Ah, darn it. That's not helpful. Okay, well. We still have a number of shriekers around, unfortunately. I haven't found the end portal yet. Okay. Yeah, if you find a Soul Sand Valley, happy ghasts are everywhere, or the dried ghasts. You just have to find the skeletons and stuff. You found 7 in 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I said they're actually really common. I've been getting them through piglin bartering, so since I already had the bartering farm set up, I didn't have any particular reason to try to hunt up the ghasts just in the wild. That my nether predated the update, so okay. Yeah, so it would be a little bit harder to find. All right, well, the warden is gone. Let's see if I can figure out where... Okay, obviously I've been in this one. Like I said, I think the ice house next door has a shrieker inside it. I think. So, let's see if I can do some magic here. Oh, maybe it was on this side? Ah, there it is. Yes. Okay. Cool. We're out of here. Woo! All right, we're good. We're good. So far from home, the only way back is dying? Well, that's definitely one way to do it. If you've got an ender chest, that makes it easy. Okay, so where? Oh, where? So there are a couple of places I was at that, but then had to flee because of warden issues. No ender chest. Okay, let's see if I can get this out. Setting off an alarm. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is where that warden was hanging out earlier. Okay. Yeah, the TNT did its work. It blew up all of those shriekers. Not a lot of blast resistance when it comes to shriekers. Okay. Ah, right through here. Anything is okay. There's the ward armor trim, which is fine. A lot of skulk. Useless disc. Great. 43 days streak. Well, you know. It's all good though. I mean, you could find your way back. It's just a long walk. Obviously, you walked there. You can walk back, right? Eventually. All right. Ow. This isn't a bad cave. All right, so I've gotten those. Yeah. Over 50k blocks. Well, that's a heck of a walk. All right. Step 1, eat. Step 2, turn off the alarm. Right. These were the other ones that were going to be an issue. All right. So, I think if I were... All right. And it's gone. Yes. Perfect. I can't see. Okay. We're good. We're fine. Ouch. There's a wall in my face. But as I was saying, aside from that, we're totally fine. Crashing into walls with one's face is totally the safest way to stop when you can't see. I mean, really, everybody recommends it. They just say, yes, just you can't stop. Crash into a wall. It'll be fine. No one will notice. You'll be great. This is why I don't teach driver's ed anymore. All right. No, I think okay, so over there. Cool. So anymore? Yes, anymore. Yeah. No, actually, I haven't had. The only people I taught to drive were my sister-in-law and my kids. And most of them drive okay. Okay. So let's see. We've got some nonsense going on over here, but I think it's just the one shrieker. Am I hearing a warden? I might be hearing a warden. Oh yeah, he's over there. Cool. All right, anything interesting in here? No. Some diamond horse armor. Go ahead and take that. Not that I really have a horse to put the armor on, but, you know. You can't craft it, so might as well grab it while you can. Okay, Warden's over there doing Warden things. Side. Okay. Grabbing the coal just because. Okay. Yeah, all in all, not impressed with the loot I've been getting in here. On the other hand, I guess I don't really need most of the loot that I've been getting, so that probably has something to do with it. Okay. So that Warden's over there. I think he's attracted to probably some XP orbs. There's a lot of XP over there. And diamonds. It's probably just checking out XP orbs. Yeah, sitting on top of a skulk sensor. So it's going to be a while before he despawns. Alright. Well. That's fine. I'm not worried about him. Alright, so I think we might be fairly well looted here. I don't know if we've got all of the Shriekers. There might still be a few hidden around. But I think we've got most of them, which is wonderful. There's just that one ice house that I really need to mark in some way, because that's going to take some special attention. You know. All right, you know, he's just hanging out. All right, well, let's go see if I can find those ice houses. Yeah. I might actually be okay with this one now. Yeah. All right, nice. Golden carrots are a plus. I'll take the ice. A lot of suspicious stew. Not that I would actually care, but... Alright, so this one's done. Ah, well, that was... bad jump. Woohoo! Okay, I'm bad at jumping, but this has pink wool in here, so I'm... Yeah, I've already gotten those chests. I don't know that I've been all the way over here. Well, whether I have or not, there's nothing here worth getting, so okay. Nah, it was funny. My son's first time driving, he drove us to church. Which was great because I have never prayed so hard as that trip to church. Okay, this is going to be a hot mess. All right. Let's see what I can do about this. That one up there is going to be the biggest deal, I think. So these ones, I think I can block off. As long as I don't step on them. Should be fine. Okay. This one is problematic, but I think it's okay. And then I can take out that one and that one. And those two we'll just leave in the box. That seems fair. So yeah, if I do need them, we'll be okay. Respiration 3. Awesome. And by awesome, I mean not awesome. Loyalty 2. What a... Okay. Couple of gapples, though. Enchanted golden apples, that's good. Nobody cares about loyalty 2. You're not quite loyal enough, you know? Alright. Alright, some more... Let's put the diamond horse armor away. I guess... I said I don't need respiration 3, but, you know, here we are. Alright, sure. I also do not need amethyst shards, but, I mean, I could need amethyst shards. Okay, but, you know, I think we're actually starting to make some progress here and get this area fairly well cleaned out. Not seeing a lot of shriekers around here. Here, let's... Oh, I probably put it in my inner chest. Okay. It's like, where did my wool go? Okay. Nope, it's fine. Wool, there it is. We're fine. Wool is awesome. Big fan of wool. All right. So we'll go ahead and stick that back in there. All right. Well, sure. I don't need any of that stuff. Okay. Oh, all right, so let's take a look, see if I've got everything here. Yep, that's taken care of. Ow. Honestly, this is a heck of a cave over here. Got some natural shrieker action happening here. That's not fabulous. I think if I were to block off... Hang on, let me... Okay. Sure, it's raining mobs. That's cool. Yeah, totally, absolutely awesome stuff. It's not deep dark up there, apparently. Okay. So, where's my... There's my hoe. Okay, that goes away. Let's take this shrieker out. All right. Nice. Yeah. See, it's a big flippin' cave in here. And there are still a few shriekers around, but not in the city itself, I think. All right. Let's meander over here. So we've got that one. We've got that. Okay. Yeah, obviously there's going to be a lot of skulk sensors around that I haven't done anything with, but... So just leave some markers that I've been here. Is this area? Oh yeah, we're... Honestly, I think we've pretty well done it. Okay, let's take a run through the middle of the city, but I think we've looted this place. So not a lot to it, unfortunately, but at least not a lot of great loot. We did get both armor trims, which I already had. One I'd found previously, and one I think Snoopers found, which is fine. Yeah, since I've got a to re-enchant some armor. So thinking I might do it with the silence trim. Now, like I said, I already had it, but it is a little different when you find it yourself, right? Okay, so that's where I came in. All right, yeah, so things are okay, I guess. Woohoo! Let's see, anything exciting up here? Don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on top of these structures. I think they're just, these lookout towers, they're just empty. Okay, which is good. All right, got that one. Oh, diamonds. Go ahead. Ah, there we go. Oh, fair amount of diamonds down there. Cool. Well, I'll take them. Obviously, because I'm in fact taking them. That's how that goes. So I was watching Speed Racer today. You know that like 1960s, 67, something like that anime? That is a surprisingly good show. Yeah, the little brother and the monkey, or Chim Chim, I guess it is, are annoying as all heck, but aside from that, the show's not bad. It definitely has some. I've seen it before, or at least several episodes of it before, and it's definitely a fun watch. Okay, yeah, we're all done in there. I liked it when I first saw it because it had a little bit more of a serious tone, which when I was growing up, that was kind of few and far between in a lot of the cartoons I was watching. Now, obviously, I watched it in reruns and on, whatever, filler stuff that they needed, because I'm not quite that old. But yeah, it was okay. We are done with this one. But yeah, it was fun. I was talking about it the other day. Sometimes just because something is older doesn't mean it's bad or not worth watching or looking back at. Yeah, heck, I was just watching today the first Star Trek movie, Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Yeah, we're done here. And boy, that movie is. I think I put it in my review on Letterboxd, but it is probably the most Star Trek of all of the movies. Because it's pretty much the only Star Trek movie that is completely about science and discovery. It really is a 2-hour-plus episode of Star Trek. Now, it is slow, and there's definitely stuff they could cut out, right? They did not need to spend 6 minutes, showing you the new Enterprise, right? They really didn't. But they did it anyway. Yeah, there are definite moments in there where it's like, yeah, they could have edited this out a bit, but I think oh yeah, definitely been in there. All right, that's where that shrieker was out here. Gotcha. Okay. But it's fun. If you don't mind a slow burn, it's not bad. My biggest complaint about Star Trek: The Motion Picture is that it's basically the plot of the episode The Changeling, just on a slightly bigger scale. Actually, on a significantly bigger scale. Let's not sell it short, but yeah, it was a story they told once before. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty well set with this city. All right, all right. I mean, but yeah, most of the... Oh, oh, there it is. Yeah, most of the rest of the Star Trek movies have a little bit of an action focus. Maybe the other one that maybe might not qualify under that and would be a little bit more Star Trekian, I suppose, as opposed to action movie with Kirk and Spock and stuff, would be Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, which is the one with the whales. There is some tension and stuff, but it's not like it's about combat or anything like that. It's just you know, the terror of the probe that has come down and is now destroying or shutting down everything in sight. Anything else around? No, just that one. Okay. Yeah, ancient cities are a good place to find diamonds too, you know. Because they're open. And there's a lot of space where you can see if they're in the floor. I mean, my favorite Star Trek movie is The Wrath of Khan. Probably always will be. But, yeah. And as I said, the motion picture is it's definitely not the best movie of the bunch, but it is probably the most like the show. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we're good, y'all. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, throwing TNT at some of these larger clusters of shriekers definitely made dealing with them a lot easier. Blew the living snot out of most of it, which is great. All right, well, I think we're set here, y'all. Just wandering through. Let me give a quick flyby here. Oops. That probably was a mistake, but I do want to take a quick look around the perimeter. I'd like to get all the shriekers out of here if I could. Just to pacify the city to the extent possible. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of you have Star Trek movies you particularly enjoy. Like I said, mine's The Wrath of Khan and The Voyage Home. So there are some other ones. Undiscovered Country's not bad. First Contact is pretty great. But again, First Contact is very much an action movie in a lot of ways, because it's Picard and company dealing with the Borg. Yep. It's a good thing fire spreads off, because this place would be on fire. Yeah. Okay. I should jump down to the courtyard there and just see if there are any shriekers in there, but I think think we're pretty well... I think we're clean. I think we're clean. I'm not seeing anything down here that says, yep. Got my sort of an impromptu squid farm. I'll tell you, waterfalls like this are wonderful for getting glow squid, right? Because they'll spawn in pretty much this entire length, and then they just plummet. Yeah, there's a lot of cave here. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of cave down here. It's a big empty space. Said I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with it, but at least not right now. Okay. Yeah, that lava's definitely having a day. It's a little twisted, but it's all good, right? Wow. It's definitely coming down. All right, hang on. How high is the ceiling up here? So I'm going to free cam just because I want to get the Y coordinate here. Geez, that's all the way at 72. This thing... Wow, we are practically at the surface up here. Wowzers. Okay, yeah, and there's my base. Huh. Okay. Yeah, all the fun, right? All right, well. Okay. Well, I think we're good. Oh, except for this one right here. Cool. Strangely enough, I thought 10 minutes had passed. All right, let's hop up here for a sec. All right, we'll just clean off the top of this portal. Where was that? Okay, it's over there. All right. But I think that might be the last chest that we have to get. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I remember watching, it's like the next gen movies have been particularly bad about it, right? Generations wasn't too bad. There was actually some interesting Star Trek type stuff in there. Again, Star Trek where it's more focused on the science discovery, science fiction of it all, right? Said First Contact was just back to the Borg and let's blow stuff up. But they did it really, really well. Insurrection and Nemesis were just... yeah, just action movies. And Nemesis in particular was not good. Where? It's over this way, I think. Okay, I think I cleaned out the... Yeah, I think I cleaned out the Shrieker. Yeah, if you've got an Efficiency 5 hoe, you can clean out a couple of Shriekers. Boy, not a lot here. But yeah, you can clean out the Shriekers as the warden is spawning. And then if you have an Elytra, you know, it's easy to just beat feet and get out. Yeah, just not a lot here that's worth worrying about. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the amethyst shards apparently, but I mean, I would be better off just mining out an amethyst. But okay. All right, was that the last one? I think it may have been. I think so. Okay. Ooh, there's a shrieker up there. Wonder if I can get to it. Okay. This is going to depend on my flying skills, which are questionable at best. Okay. All right, got it. Woohoo! Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's some diamonds over there. Well, since I'm not doing anything else at the moment, let's go ahead and get those diamonds. Anything else? Is that it? Just those two? All right. Well, that's fine. I'll take those two. It's two more than I had. The skulk veins on the floor. They're fake diamonds. They look like diamonds. They want to pretend to be diamonds, but they're definitely not. Okay. All right. Well, I think we are pretty well set. We'll just cover that up before it kills us. Awesome. I would 100% fall in that lava. Those, on the other hand, actually are diamonds. And yeah, great. Okay. Just one, you know. Could have been more, but no. Stingy. Should get my fortune pick out here. Not for the diamonds, but for the deep slate. That is part of the reason I'm here, just to pick up some more deep slate, but otherwise, yeah. Well, that was... Go away. Well, I think we've got it, y'all. Back to where we started. And I am not seeing any more chests or anything else that we need to worry about here. Okay, again, not that I need the sensors, but I don't know. I feel a little better not having them around. Okay. Let's see now. The one thing catalysts do have going for them is they have this cool pattern on the bottom. You can do some fun stuff with that. You can have all sorts of fun like that. I mean, it's just a sensor up there, but it's bugging me. Skulk sensors have a interesting texture on the bottom too. I wouldn't want to use them for a roof or a ceiling because they're noisy, but they do look kind of cool. I mean, I suppose if you waterlock them, then they won't make noise. I mean, then your roof would drip, but you know. All right. I'm not gonna say we've got all of it, but it really feels like we got all of it. I'm not seeing any place where I'm not seeing any chests. I'm Not seeing any more shriekers. Nothing's going off as we're running around here. I seem to be doing okay. All right. All right. Yeah, see, there are a couple of places where the city bleeds into, you know, like this area here, this Badlands, where bad things could spawn, right? See, this area is deep dark. But yeah, then you come over this way, and now we're in wooded Badlands. So not the safest city from that perspective. Wonder. I don't know if the city structure stops spawning, but maybe it does, but I also don't know what the structure of the city is. Yeah, but yeah, there's all sorts of cave and other goodness around here, so that's wonderful. So yeah, not unlike my main city, where there's just all sorts of stuff. The cave had emeralds. I don't know if it had emeralds. It did have diamonds, but since I was just free camming up there, I didn't feel like just going up to get the diamonds because I saw them with free cam. I may be back here. This city's right underneath my base, so you saw green? Okay. There's definitely a lot of, well, said emeralds are not something I'm. If there were deep slate emeralds in there, I suppose that would be. That's a big vein. I'll take that. Sure. All right. There's a lot of diamonds in that one. Cool. All right. Well, I think we've pretty well cleaned this area out, which is fabulous. All right, so let's head back to my base. All right, can go ahead and clean up after myself here, I suppose. One of these has diamonds in it. Yeah, that one. Your game has a glitch where you get infinite diamonds and XP. Well, infinite XP is easy. I mean, Enderman farms are a thing. All right, I'll leave the bed down here. It's not going to matter, but yeah, it'll be handy to have around. Oh, without farmer XP bottles? Oh, okay. Okay. Now where am I? Oh, breeding animals and yeah. Yeah, there's a fair amount of deep dark around here. Obviously some of it I've been to. A lot of it not, but it's all good. Just randomly get a bunch of XP, yeah? Fair enough. All right. Let's head back up into the base. We'll throw a lot of the stuff into the sorting system, let it take care of it. Because that gets tedious. And then show you what I've been working on off camera. Because I've been working on something cool. All right, turn off the gamma override, which admittedly made going through the city a lot easier, but also made it easier for everybody to see on stream. So there's that. All right, let's throw our shulkers into there. And then dump a bunch of random garbage. Okay, I think that'll do it. I don't know if I have filters set up for the wool. I mean, I have a wool slot. I just don't know that I have magenta wool set up in the filter. It's not like I went through and said, oh, I need to set all the filters right now. Yeah, magenta was definitely not one of them. Okay. Cool. Well, now it will be. Alrighty then. So, storage is doing its thing. See, because we've got the lights running around. All right. And TNT, I don't know where TNT should go. I guess workstations. That's sort of miscellaneous things. All right. Cool. Oh, I should probably put the... that was wrong. I did not need to set my floor on fire. You know, I just, one of those things did not need to happen. Now, a bunch of stuff from those chests, those shulker boxes I put in, it's going to end up over here. Like the diamond horse armor, for example. Right? It's... I just don't have anything sorting on diamond horse armor. Or boats, apparently. Pork chops. I should probably be able to sort now. All right. Well, now that that's done, let's go take a look at the fun thing I've been working on. Because it's been exciting. All right. Yeah, this is... I got the urge to do some redstone. And I just did it off camera because it was going to be fun. And yes, I'm back down in the deep dark. But I put together a moss farm. This will actually end up being a bone block farm. It's going to take a little bit. I'm not totally done here, but I'm going to continue this line out, and it's going to connect up to this water elevator and take bone blocks up into my base. But this thing kicks out moss like you would not believe. Basically, this fills up at hopper speed. Yeah, so for those of you just coming back from the ads over on Twitch, yeah, I said built a moss farm. And it is a little bit crazy. Now, I haven't totally clocked it yet. As for things like, how much bone meal I get. But you can see here, it flushes. Yeah, there is. Even if you have Prime or something, or not Prime, Twitch Turbo, you won't see it. But also some countries and stuff, it depends on whether or not there are ads to fill the slots. So, but anyway, yeah. So this kind of does the thing. And yeah, it's actually really fun because I've got double piston extenders here. Oh, darn it. So I actually have 2 layers of cobblestone generator, or 2 rows on each side. So you can see is this when it'll fire. All right, there it goes. And yeah, those pistons fill in the moss really fast. So this might be the fastest single cell moss farm I've ever dealt with. I've had bigger farms that are multiple, like the one I've got back in my first city. It's, I think, 3 cells and it's only one cobblestone or one stone generator per cell, so it's kind of slow. This thing kind of rocks. And I can come down here and I can flip a lever. And this, oops, and then this is just going to start. Well, it's already starting, but this one's full. But it'll just start. I have these filters set. This one's set for just moss. But yeah, it basically just fills this at hopper speed. I mean, it just does not stop. And it generates enough bone meal. The excess bone meal comes back this way. There's a item elevator here. A little dropper under there. So as this composts up all of the stuff I'm not sorting for, like basically everything except moss at the moment, it will cycle that bone meal through so that it will keep itself running. And let's see, let me hop up here. Okay. Yes, it'll just start filling these hoppers. And it's bone meal positive just with this one cell. Now I haven't tried it with pale moss. That'll be interesting. Pale moss doesn't generate as much compostable goodness. So it'll be interesting to see if that actually keeps up, but yeah, and the idea is that as this fills up with bone meal, and it will eventually, then excess bone meal will flip out this way. Okay. I'm hearing trapdoors, but it's these ones down here with the water. For a minute I thought, oh, is this one flapping? But no. But yeah, all the excess bone meal will eventually wash across, and then I can feed that into I'll feed that into a crafter, and then send those bone blocks up to the surface. And I don't know that it's going to be particularly fast, but it's all good. It's all good. Also, apparently there's a dungeon up here. There's a skeleton spawner. I don't really need a skeleton farm, so, you know, I have enough bones. I don't need more of them. Oh, hang on. Apparently I've been here, but not enough to light up the whole cave. Honestly, these caves, I don't know, scare is the wrong word, but they're, I have more safety concerns with these caves than I do with the ancient cities, at least with my gear. Especially because I don't have a bow on me right now, so. Okay, yeah. Should be good back here now. Awesome. Assuming I can remember how to get out, we should be fine. Ah, okay, here we go. Yep. More deep dark. But anyway, back to the moss farm. Yeah, this thing just chugs away, and oops, this one. Yeah, you can see it's building up. I'd have to run it for a while. I have probably about 8 hoppers here. Obviously these ones that feed the dispenser, and a couple of more here just to try to keep up with the bone meal as it comes across. I really probably only need the one rather than 2 of them here. Oops. But, well, that's okay. Gives me plenty. So, yeah. Yeah, it works. Now, what I could do, so I was actually gonna run this up to my base. What I could do is, free camp for a sec so we can get the lay of the land here. Oops. Sorry, turn on the gamma. Over, where is it? So that's the iron farm. Somewhere, okay, there's the beacon. Okay, right over, is it this way? Yeah. Right over here, I think. Is it there? Where did I put it? Oh yeah, over here I've got a tree farm. Oh man, dark oak looks bad in the... Spruce looks pretty good in the Badlands, but the dark oak looks just dead. Anyway, I've got a tree farm over here. So what I could do is I could run that bone meal up to the tree farm so that I have bone meal to grow trees and stuff. It's a possibility. I don't know if I don't know if I want to do that or not, but for the moment, the plan is to turn this stuff into bone blocks and run it up to the city. So, or run it up to my base. Am I out of... I am apparently out of stone down here. Hang on. Head back to the surface. And it's a long way up to my base. But that's why I've got the bubble vaders. Alright, I think I've got some smooth stone. I should have some. I may need to throw some in the smelter, but I should have some. Okay. Let's see. I don't need that cobble. But yeah, I was just thinking about that because I was watching Mumbo Jumbo. He had a video out here. Oh, it was a couple of days ago, I think, where he was just building a whole bunch of different farms. And he built a moss farm. Both for moss and for bone meal. And he mentioned, oh yeah, it's got double piston extenders, and I've never seen that before. And I got thinking, that would be cool. I wonder if I could build one like that. And so I cobbled this together. It was really fun. Said, just got this part finished today, so that's cool. These blocks are in the wrong place. So, we'll just run this over here. Obviously, I'm going to need some space up here. Yeah, so, I like... Whoa, hi. Don't get my redstone wet. That would be bad. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. Got some... It's a long way down there, but it's not hitting my stuff, so that's fine. Ooh. That's interesting. The stuff's getting stuck there. It shouldn't, but... It kind of is, which isn't great, but... Yeah, seems to mostly do okay. Alright, anyway, let's hop along up here. Ah, darn it. Cheese monkeys are running loose again. Alright. Yeah, so... Just run the smooth stone out this way. And I said the idea is we'll take all the bone meal out here, feed that into a dropper, and then the dropper is going to run right through here, right? So I'll actually need to duck in probably one more block. Here. Yeah. Right there. Okay. So now Looks like I lost a torch. Anyway, we'll need to go through that wall. And again, it's not getting my redstone wet, so we're okay, right? Sure. Now, I am in a deep dark, so should have all the not spawning happening, but still get a little paranoid about stuff like that. You know how it goes. Yeah, and see, occasionally we get bone meal that just doesn't get caught by the hoppers. As I said, once these are full, obviously it won't pull in any of the bone meal anyway. But man, it took forever to figure out the timings on this system. I actually got some of it set up because I was testing it just with a button. I guess I'll hang on to the die, right? So, right, I just had this button here, and I hit it for one round, and it worked beautifully. It was just amazing. But then, trying to set it up to a clock so that it would just keep going, and man, that was a pain. I said eventually got it sorted out, but and the trick was this guy, this little 2 comparator pulse lengthener. Because that basically is the same speed as this stone button I was testing with. And that worked out really, really nicely. I didn't have a lot of space, but fortunately I was able to get the clock here just nestled in underneath the farm, which is handy. So, you know, I like it. Now, I'm not filtering out anything else. Like, I'm not filtering out the azaleas. I'm just composting all of that. Right now, the only thing I'm set up for is moss. I was going to set up a slice for pale moss so that I could convert this, you know, and farm pale moss if I wanted to. But yeah, for a single cell system, this works out nicely. Now I'm wondering if maybe I made it 2 blocks too narrow. If I shouldn't have widened it out a little bit, but honestly, I think it's probably okay. Because I very rarely see it when it bone meals this moss block. See it extend out all the way to the edges anyway, so it seems to be good. Like I said, I'm happy with it, and it goes fairly quick, so it's a win in my book. Okay, we'll close that off, but get over here. Let's see. Do I happen to have in my redstone chest? Do I have... Oh, I do have a crafter. Perfect. I don't have any hoppers, which is less perfect, but I do have iron, so we can change that. All right. Okay. What I should also need is... Do I still have a composter here? I do. Cool. That'll work. And I think I've got some moss. Do I have moss? Let me see. Do I have moss? I don't know. These are the eternal questions. Do I have moss as I stand in front of my moss farm? Yes. Yes, I have moss. As it's raining down behind me, I absolutely have moss. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need a comparator. Couple of them, actually. And repeaters, redstone dust, you know, all the fixins. Okay. Right, so this is the Isle of Misfit Toys. So let's go ahead and get our crafter's going to go here. There we go. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I can take my hopper, right? Just drop it right in the top there. Right, so our water line will come this way. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up just a touch. All right. Hang on, it's dark. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and open this up so I can lay some redstone back behind it. All right, so basically the idea is we're going to... Oh, I didn't grab a thing. It's all right. We should be fine. All right, so this is going to go this way. I can compare off on this side. This works. Oops. This needs to face that way. Take our composter. Okay, because I'm going to have a full crafter. This needs to be... Actually, anything more than 2 would be enough, but that's fine. We'll go there. That'll be fine. Okay, so then we just pop this around this way. And then I need a... Let's get a target block. There are other ways of doing it, but I like a target block. I don't know, it's just easier. Keeps things fairly straightforward, so. Okay, so this will go this way. This will go this way. I should probably block that in. All right. Okay, so, oops, not that. There we go. So if we get, see, do I have bone meal? I should have bone meal. Yeah. I could pull bone meal out of that system too if I needed to test with, but that's fine. This should work. Okay. You know, it would be great having this low enough that I can stand on. Awesome. All right, so if I were to throw in some bone meal into this thing. Okay, it fills in. There we go. Didn't make dye. We're getting bone blocks. Wonderful. And that is how we do it. Do that. Okay. Oops, that doesn't need to be there. Okay. So I do need to close off this side and finish getting the water stream in place. But that's going to be fairly straightforward. And then I'll need to pump that here into the water stream here. So let's see. So I need some packed ice, which we've got now. I think I had trapdoors, but maybe okay, let's say maybe I put them away. It happens. Also, maybe I have glass. Yes. I planned ahead. So, I know. Everyone's shocked, including me, but... Alright, so... Bring this this way. Take out some blocks so I have room to stand. That would be handy. Also, for my own sanity... It's not necessary, but I'm going to put some smooth stone here so that it's really obvious if I'm coming underneath this that, hey, those are blocks I shouldn't break. That is really the reason why you use pretty much anything but a natural stone. Or any natural block, really, to say that, oh yeah, there's... I want to put redstone on this thing. Yeah, that's... Anything else is good. All right. Okay. Grab some water here. All right, so first step, we'll go ahead and put this in. All right, now this, just the other side of that's the water stream. So what I need to do is let's take this out. We'll, okay. And then that diorite will become packed ice. Okay, assuming I can place it. There we go. There. Now, as stuff shoots out of this, in fact, I'm going to replace that with glass so it's easier to see. But now, as the bone meal or the bone blocks get spit out, they'll end up in the water column and end up going up to the surface, which is what I want, okay? Which, you know, it's nice to get what I want from my own machines, you know. It's actually really convenient when that happens. Okay, so this will flow that way. Cool. All right, so now back. Yeah, make sure I'm using the Silk Touch pickaxe to pick that up, because otherwise that would be really, really annoying. Because for some strange reason, I don't want to actually break that that glass. I'd like to, you know, pick it up again. On the plus side, there's lots of andesite down here, so that's cool. Okay, and this, I used to have my beacon right under this, so you can actually see all the way up to the surface. Okay, you know, like you would do. All right, so we'll just slap that in there. Again, same deal. Trapdoor, water. And we're good. And we are so very good. Nice. So, you know, since we're doing nothing, let's go ahead and get the filter set upstairs. Okay. Now, obviously you'd want to turn this off when it's not running, or when you're going to unload the chunks, because then you could end up with cobblestone in the system, and that's not good, because cobblestone doesn't get converted by moss. But everything else does, so that's cool. All right, so I need to be at this level, because this is my farm output. So we've got torch flowers, pitcher pods, and nothing. Well, that nothing is now bone blocks. Cool. Cool, so now if and when bone blocks end up coming out of the system, they'll get sorted in here next to the pitcher pods. Cool. All right, so that means down this way. I probably have signs up. I do have signs up. Okay. Cool. So this would be bone blocks. Now, if I were really smart about things, I'm collecting bones here. I'd have those converted. But there are times when you actually want bones and not bone meal or bone blocks. Mostly when you're dealing with dogs. Dogs won't eat bone blocks, but they will eat bones. So, you know, that's a thing. But it would have been handy maybe to have converted those. But it's all good. I don't expect we're going to be getting a lot of it anyway. The farm actually does well. I said I have yet to clock it to see how much it would generate in the way of bones, but or the bone blocks. Like I said, it generates moss at basically hopper speed. It just cranks. But moss doesn't become bone meal right away. Obviously, there's a lot of this is backing up right now as it's getting itself primed. Right, as we initialize the system and get it all set up. Okay, you know, I have a... Just come through here. Yeah, because we can see, right, we're not getting anything in these hoppers yet, because it's all going to be... It's all going to be back in... Oh, is it actually backed up to there already? Oh yeah, that's full. Yeah, see, we're generating moss. We just have some stuff to backfill. And there is some loss. We do get some here. You know, when this breaks, sometimes items pop up. Right? You know, so that happens. Unfortunately, because of the way I set it up, this center column would never have gotten swept by the water. It doesn't generate moss underneath the hoppers and stuff anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal. But yes, we do get some stuff popping up here. And it might be good to put some glass along the top this way. And I could put a block even right there because of this repeater. And it would still feed in that way. And that would at least keep everything from popping up on top of this. So that's a possibility. All right, let's go ahead and just put that glass in place. Swing around here, we'll put some glass in place too. Said, is it going to make a lot of difference? No. No, it's not. On the other hand, I suppose every little bit helps. So, you know. All right, so moss. Yeah. And so there isn't a lot I can do about this, unfortunately. That section right there is just... Boy, there was a lot of moss piled up there, too. But yeah, so the items jump when it breaks, and so that's why they end up on top rather than underneath, which is, you know, fine. Just flush it across. You've got to flush it anyway. Because if you end up with grass or moss carpet, actually is the worst offender. It doesn't break when you break the moss underneath it like the grass or the saplings do. And then that stops stuff from spreading because it ends up being on top of the stone and it's just annoying. So, yeah. Yeah, so it was not a bad little thing. We're actually in interesting biome shift here. Deep dark on this side, badlands over here. Occasionally you can see that when the with the grass and stuff, but yeah. And then I just had to put this glass here so that all of the items actually fell down into the water stream down here and not onto that row back. Or actually, it was end up falling over here because momentum is what it is. I was half tempted to put honey blocks here and let them just slide down slowly, but nah, we're good. So the biggest thing is occasionally things will get stuck right there, and mostly they don't, but sometimes. Mostly there's enough momentum as they come because they hit this water and it helps, and they're sliding this way a little bit and then they hit the ice and then they catch up to that. So also apparently I have a 6 on that sign. Don't need any of that. But yeah, you can see how much moss. It just dropped 17 moss on me. And I've got these levers so I can just lock. It's like, oh. Don't send that to the composter. Let it go into the shulker box. So, but this is pretty well full already. this one. Yeah, this one's is drained. But, yep. It works. Works well. So for a relatively compact moss farm, it's good. I like it. Okay. And suppose if I'm over here AFKing that, I could finish building up. Sorry, you probably can't see that. Finish building up my glow squid farm here. Because glow squid are awesome. And I need glowy gunk. So yeah, I can sort of just AFK over here. And we'll get glow squid spawning over there. And I just need to get some axolotls. Yeah, grab some axolotls and maybe an allay or two. And, you know, pick up all the bits as they drop. It'll be handy. And I've been running this for a while. I think my timings are good. I haven't seen any cobblestone come through here. This system, sorry, see if I get to a place where we can actually watch it work. Yeah. You can see that the stone generates there, gets pushed up, and then the double piston extender pushes both stone out. And so the timings seem to be pretty good. You know, every once in a while I get to a point where maybe it doesn't generate all the stone, but seems to do okay. So yeah, I'm content. I love it. So anyway, this is what I was working on the last couple of days, just because I wanted to do some redstone and didn't feel like doing it on stream. Okay. And then, so there's a off switch there, but it's a lot more convenient to be able to hit that one. The other fun part of that is that if there's anything still up here waiting for it to compost, like this whole stack here, that will just keep going. So it'll continue eating all through this moss back here. And I don't think we were backing up at all. Okay, those are filtered, but we weren't backing up into these very much. So we definitely have more than our share of composting capacity. So we probably really only need the one extra on this side. Probably just this would be fine. So, you know, and I could even bring it out one more if I needed to. But, you know, we've got room. I could put another sorting slice here if I needed it. You know, I've got 4 already. And I could probably take these 2 as well. So, you know, we could theoretically be sorting out just about anything we need from the moss up there. And yeah, this is just gonna go. We're gonna be running through all of that moss, which means we're gonna be continuing to get bone meal, which is fabulous. All right, and then of course the bone meal will eventually end up on the up there and up on the surface, which would be good to actually test. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay. All right, so that's running, so it should be generating some bone meal. All right, I want to run through here, and I'm just going to steal a... I'm just gonna steal a few stacks of bone meal from that. Great. Now let's get up here, get past the hoppers. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's gonna run across that way. Yeah, it's gonna start spitting out. Yeah, that's good. Spitting out bones, which is perfect. And then we won't have enough bones up there at the moment to start showing up in the chest, but we can see the filter. Okay. Yeah, because the bones should be coming up. Oh. The bones are coming up into the wrong water column. Sweet. And this is why you test. Okay. Well, that's something we should fix, huh? That seems like that would be a problem. All right, so let's go down the right drop. Here we go. Okay, so into the wrong water column we go. Okay, that's right. So we need to go into this one, which is over here. Okay. All right. Well, that's doable. Okay, hang on. Let's get all of this bone meal out of here. Well, or not. Here, we'll do this. Let's just block this. Okay. All right. That's fine. So what I need to do is go around, pick a direction. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll go this way. Okay, so the water stream is right there. Okay. So that's the other, right? No, that's the elevator one. Okay, so we're going to come this way. I believe then that's the drop. And then this one. Okay. Right here. Okay. That's cool. Still have the ice on me? I do. So what I need to do actually is bring this back this way. Here, light that up a minute. I need to run this way. All right. Which is fine. We can make this happen. All right. Again, I'm going to need some sanity blocks, which is cool. Because we can pop into there. All right. Do I still have trapdoors on me? I do. Cool. All right. So that gets blocked with a trapdoor. This gets to become packed ice. Oops. Like that. All right. Cool. No, I meant to place the wrong block there. It's all good. Totally. Yeah. All right. So this will then come that way. Okay, so now if we break this, pick the right tool, break that, flow like so. All right. Get ourselves a trap door. Put some ice underneath it. And then, do I have a... Ooh, I do have one more water bucket. Wonderful. I think this is going to be enough. Yeah, I think that's enough to reach that. Cool. Nice. So, what we should have then... Okay, let's clean that out. That doesn't need to be there anymore. All right, so that spits out that way. Excuse me. So let's, yeah, so it's wanting to craft. It can't. Suppose it doesn't matter. Go. All right, so now, oops. Now it should start, yeah, starting to throw bone blocks up there. All right, now we'll go take a look. Again, it's not putting the blocks in the box because the filter isn't full yet, right? It needs 41 items to fill the filter. There. So I just want to pick up those, since we've got these extra bone blocks anyway. All right, so let's swim down here. All right, and then these one. Yeah, see, we're getting blocks in there now. Nice. Nice. So this is working. Oh, I don't want to go through the portal. I was thinking about the portal. I thought, oh yeah. No, I was just thinking I don't have a good way down. Like if you don't have wings. And then it hit me. The way down is actually through the nether. Just interesting, I suppose. All right. Cool. So away we go. Now, because I took all of that bone meal out of the hopper down here. Oh, I should be stopping. Because, you know, I was paying attention to time and stuff. Totally. Remember I took all of that bone meal out? It's already back. And that's with all of this loss. Yeah, we're doing okay. So I'm going to... do I care about azaleas? I guess maybe I do. Do I really, though? No? Maybe? Kinda? Can I jump up on the filter? I think that's going to be a no. That's... Alright. So... Alright. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll start filtering for the azaleas. And we'll put the pale moss in this other slot. It currently has moss in it. In fact, let's go ahead and just take that out. Oops. Okay. All right, cool. So we'll let the moss do its thing. Yeah, this backs up, which is fine. And I said the excess just all comes down through here, right? You can see, okay, now we're getting carpets. The moss, yeah, see we're getting some moss blocks that come through. Lots of moss blocks coming through. So, yeah. We're definitely, we're definitely getting lots of moss. I like it. said there are ways it could be improved, but in general, not bad. And it's fairly easy to build too, so I'll go with it. All right, but I think that will do it for me today. Let's go ahead and jump back to the webcam. Call it a day. It's been fun. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today. So yeah, raided the ancient city, showed off my moss farm. It's all good. But I especially want to give a shout out to my supporters at musicfreegaming.com. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can become a supporter at musicfreegaming.com. And, you know, there's, you sign up for the Cheese Monkeys plan. It's like $5 a month. You get some behind the scenes access. You get discounts on merch. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. You know, a weekly behind the scenes newsletter and early access to the podcast. Lots of cool stuff. So check that action out. And next stream will be, let's see, it's Thursday today, isn't it? So next stream will be Saturday, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And until then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.